as well he should be.
Yes.
Okay, and we are ready to go. Mayor? Mayor, we're ready to go.
Why do you have a thumbs up, Brian?
We're ready to go. Mayor, can you hear me?
Oh, does that mean it's time to
Yep,
go?
we're ready to go.
All right. I should be watching the screen and not my phone. I would like to call to order the Monday, February 21st meeting of the Monona, City of Monona Finance and Personnel Committee. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Thomas?
You're
Alder Wood?
Oh, Alderwood is excused.
Mayor
Sorry.
O'Connor?
Here. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the
So
February?
moved.
I will second. Do you have any corrections or additions?
nope, they're perfectly wonderful.
Okay, hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. There are no appearances. There is no unfinished business. Moving on to new business. Item 6A, consideration of resolution 22-2-2542, award of contract for library HVAC upgrades. Is there a motion to approve this?
So move.
I will second. Brad, it's all yours.
All right. Project bids. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I should have asked that right off the bat.
Yep.
Good deal. The bid came in. The budget amount was $270,000. It included a line item of $20,000 for Strand's assistance in bidding and observation and administration. Strand's task order was $17,000. And the base bid came in at $255,670 with a bid alternate of $52,882. Effectively about $56,000 over our current budget if we wanted to do the base bid and the bid alternate, which includes replacing all of rooftop unit 1 and its components. That includes ductwork, controls, HVAC controls, and the curb adapter that goes along with it to get it to fit onto the rooftop. The facilities committee met in July and in November to review the project. Their general suggestion was that if we can, if it fits into the budget, or if bids come in favorably, that we do all 4 units as opposed to a more piecemeal approach or using the bid alternate. So obviously with inflation and costs keep rising, that didn't happen. So the original estimate that we got from Strand for this project was about $240,000 for construction. So we're about $60,000 over that in terms of the cost to do this project versus what was estimated in 2019. It's kind of the background for this project at this point in time.
Part of the issue here is that if we have the final number 1 unit replaced like in 23, then we have to bring a crane back in, right?
That's correct. Yep.
An added expense.
And we have to, yep, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. And we have to hire out an engineer's services again, spend staff time, all of that.
And is there also some repairs that would need to be made to that unit right now so it can function this year? Is that the deal? Did I say that?
That's correct. The HVAC controller started to fail on that unit in the last month. It continues to send us false alarms that the unit's fan is malfunctioning. The only way to really do any kind of a repair for that is to replace the controller. So no matter what, we have to at least replace the controller now, which is fine. It's not the cost of that is probably a couple grand. We replaced a similar controller just on a smaller unit in 2021, and it was about $2,000 or $2,700. I'm sorry, so it was about $3,000. So this will be a little bit more expensive than that. if we need to just do a repair now to make it function. Otherwise, the unit mechanically is in, it's dilapidated, but it's still working. So,
Alder Thomas, do you have any questions?
No, my thoughts are, we probably have to bite the bullet, and that bids are going to come in. It is what is going on now, and bids are going to be higher, and they're going to cost more, and there's probably nothing we can do about it, and I don't think it's going to get better for a while. I mean, so what can you do? You know, you have to keep this stuff maintained. You have to keep it repaired, and maybe we have to pick and choose about some stuff, but we have to do what we have to do. So that's my thoughts on the matter. It is what it is.
And I think, as we all know, it's been a goal of mine since I became mayor to get this library HVAC situation straightened out. When I was on the library board 20 years ago, we were constantly paying for repairs. It's just been an ongoing kind of a thing. Brad, a couple questions. Can you just tell me, these RTUs, is it that they handle the heating and the air conditioning for the upstairs part of the library? Is that the deal? And then what's down in the basement handles the lower part of the library?
yeah, that's correct. Sorry, my throat's been a little scratchy. The upper level is controlled on a zone-by-zone basis by the remaining 4 rooftop units, and that includes heat and cooling. That's correct. So it's both. It's and those units are exposed to the elements as opposed to everything that's in the basement, the lower level, and so they tend not to last as long. The ASHRAE lifespan of those units is 15 years, and we're at 21 years right now for the age of the unit.
Okay. And Kathy, one thing we had thought about in terms of not having to borrow more is to take the $56 that, we've allocated $400,000 to start planning for the public safety building, to take $56,000 of that, apply it to this, because neither Brian and I think we're probably going to spend that entire $400,000 this year, just because by the time we get the report back from the feasibility study and go out and find a designer and everything, it's probably going to be into the second half of the year before they get going. So I don't know how you feel about that, but there's the other item on this agenda is an amendment to the capital budget to do that.
Madam Mayor,
Brian wants to say something.
sorry, just to clarify how that would work, is that this amendment, we'd amend the capital budget to...
You're on mute, Brian.
I shouldn't be. We would. Yeah. Let's try. Can you guys check my mic? Is my mic still not working? Sorry.
Did you turn on both mics?
No, just this one. Yeah. All right. I'm just.
So while Brian's doing that, I just wanted to say, I also think that, I know everybody's going to blink when I say this, we have a lot of money in the TIF district down at the Triangle, and we can take money out of that to do the road, to do the sidewalk, to do the whatever. So if we are short on something, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, we can easily take $50,000 or $60,000 out of the TIF budget to cover part of the road down closer to the Triangle if you don't want to take the $53,000.
We are doing that already, aren't we, Mark?
Oh, we can take more.
Oh, yeah.
Right now it's allocated for the sidewalk, but part of the road could be too, is what Kathy is saying, which is correct.
That is a thought. Okay.
So it's always an option. We're taking the money for the sidewalk, but we can take the money for the road down there as well. And that is so far ahead of schedule in terms of revenue. It's like, I mean, I heard that, I knew the numbers when we were talking about it. I can't remember what it is now, but we're way, way, way ahead of schedule on that one. And so if we want to not delay this or not defer this, we have lots of money in that particular budget to take money from there.
So would you suggest waiting on this second amendment? And actually, I suppose we should make the motion to discuss it. First of all, let's vote on this and then we can talk about the amendment. Brian, did you have something you wanted to say?
Just to close the loop on the amendment piece.
I can't hear you.
You're on mute, Brian. I never thought we'd have to tell you that.
Okay. Well, we can have some reverb. It's just going to be what it's going to be. What I was going to say to close the loop on that is how this would work. Just the way the amendment's written right now is we take 56,000 from the architectural services in 22. Then in 23, we'd backfill that $56,000 back by not doing another library HVAC project in 23 as part of the capital budget. So that's how those two would net back out. Now I can't hear it. Can you hear it?
Let's allocate. I'm sorry.
It's 400,000 each year we have in the plan. So 2022 is 400,000, and 2023 is 400,000, and we would adjust that once we get the bids back in, mainly for 2023.
Yeah.
Is what the plan is.
The next library, because the other part of the HVAC, that's like 600,000 or something, isn't it?
That's fine.
It's an expensive one. I don't know the exact dollar, but it's a couple $100,000 at least.
So we'll have to figure that out. But anyway, it sounds like we have some options. So let's take the vote on this resolution. Kathy, did you have anything else?
Nope.
Accepting the contract? Okay, then all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now we'll move on to 6B, consideration of resolution 22-2-2543, amending the 2022 capital budget for library HVAC upgrades. Earlier, we can either do this now or wait and make the change later, or decide to do something from the TIF if that's what we want to do in a couple months. We probably don't have to decide it tonight, do we? Mark?
If you want to not decide tonight, you don't officially borrow until April, because we are waiting for the Winkler Road project. So depending what those numbers in, we can adjust everything at that point too. No much TIF money, if you need more TIF and less TIF and all that stuff. No much Winkler Road. So if you want to wait till then, we could do it that way too. If you're looking for an answer tonight.
Okay, Kathy?
I just think from a standpoint of, I don't want to say this is free money, but it's a source that frees lots of other money up, and for us to not use it when it's there. I mean, if we don't do it, what does it mean? It means it will defease sooner. Or somebody will get an idea and they want to spend it, but this is an opportunity, I think, to free up some capital money, because I believe that other things are going to end up costing us more money as well.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I don't know what Brian and Mark think about this, but I just think that it's a great safety net.
Yeah, it's a fair point. We can definitely look at it. The one point of caution, and you all know this, is that we can't use TIF money for public facilities. But to your point about using that money, using additional TIF money to pay for something that's already in capital and reallocating the capital money we're going to spend elsewhere is fine. So yeah, we'll just take a look at that if that's what you want to do, is to hold off till April.
All in favor of this, say aye.
Aye.
But do we want to do that?
Do we want to table this? What do you want to do?
Yeah, my suggestion is if you want to spend some more time looking at it, let's table the second resolution to April. Motion to continue to April.
the table right now.
Yeah, because the speakers
amended it.
She's in it, okay. I guess I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. So when we get to the regular council meeting, then, Brian, should we just not even bring this up?
You can just mention when we get to it on the agenda that the Personnel and Finance Committee has moved to continue this item until April, pending further research on funding options, including TIF.
In terms of getting the contractors signed on to the contract,
Mm-hmm.
does that guarantee that we have the funding available then, depending on what
Yes,
City Council votes on or says? Okay.
it should, shouldn't it? We just have to decide which pot it's coming from, and we're not going to do that till April.
Okay, I just
But
want to
we
make.
will do the alternative as well.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure there's a lead time on the equipment, of course, with everything going on. And so if we want to get the project and everything installed before we get into the heat of the summer, pardon the pun, then we need to sign them onto a contract immediately, and then they can order their equipment. So.
Yeah, my
I think-
intent was not to delay this. It's just the source of funding.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And we do want to do the alternate as well, so we want to do all four. Okay?
Yep. All right. Great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Move on to item C, acceptance of general fund accounts payable checks dated February 4th to the 17th, 2022. Documentation of invoices paid is available in the city clerk's office. Mark?
I don't know what page numbers you guys have. I have page 17 or page 1 of the invoice register. It's going to hit the first page, just accurate appraisal, just to know they're out there starting their service for the assessments for this current year coming up. That process
Mark,
is-
I had a question on another item on that page. I don't know
Sure.
if were you done? That Alcivia, what is that? I assume it's a gas station or something, but
Yeah, it's like one of our gas stations came in with changed their names from Landmark. Is that right, Aline?
oh, that was the landmark, okay. All right, okay, go on.
Page 18, Barnes, just so they just did their Christmas tree pickup. Just recently, just get the bill for that. Page 18, we did get our Adobe Pro licenses, our CDW at the very bottom, our Adobe Pro licenses that was budgeted for. Page 22, MSA, just the projects they're working on. They're doing a lot of sanitary work for us, a lot of lift station work for us, part of the capital budgets. We have a lot here.
I have a question on page 23.
23?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, what is the chief car project, Timothy McCahey?
That's to add light bars onto Chief McMullen's vehicle.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Page 28, coverall, North America is just our cleaning service. Cleaning community center, and the library. and
Wait
city
till this
hall.
meeting's done first.
That's fine. Just the Zoom.
We're still in the meeting.
Page 32, a lot of Monona Bank usage this last month. Page 34, Strain Associates, they are doing a lot of work for us too. Library rooftop, we just talked about. Riverfront pavers and South Winnequa Road, so they've been busy for us. Page 35, visual sewer, part of the sewer line project that was approved in the capital budget. And that's all I have.
Hey, Kathy, did you have any questions?
No questions.
Is there a motion to accept the
So
bills? I will second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
I will second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned.
See you on the other side.
All right. Thank.
Okay, guys, what'd you have for me?